Uh, I'm grateful to this friend of mine who, about the student movement that you have asked. I'm grateful that you asked this question, and I would be very happy to meet a group of your friends tomorrow before I leave. If we can find some time, I would be very, very happy to meet you and discuss it in detail. I have already stated my position on the Telangana question. Were you there when I spoke about it? You heard it. I did refer to that unfortunate incidents and violence. I'll tell you how I look, sitting in Delhi, maybe I'm in the wrong place. But when I see these big marches, so much energy, so much, people being, there's loss of life, there are all kinds of things happening. I ask myself, what if that energy was spent on highlighting the plight of farmers in this country? What if so much energy one day came out to highlight the absolute plunder of natural resources which is happening all over the country? So, when I said that I regret it, I do not regret your energy. I salute that energy. I think that energy is what makes countries and nations. I feel very sad that so much energy has to be used in a democratic country for people to get something which should be their elementary right, which is getting a province within the Union of India. I mean, I can understand youth in Kashmir who have to face bullets, because after all, what they are demanding, at the moment I am taking no position on that question, but what they are demanding is beyond the Constitution of India. So I can understand what's happening there. It's also very sad. But when I look at Telangana, I say what they are demanding is very much within this Constitution. So my anger is not with this youth. My anger is with this situation, this context, leaders in Andhra Pradesh and those who manage this country sitting in Delhi, that they cannot take a simple decision like this. When young people have to commit suicide, the Home Minister of this country should hang his head in shame for these decisions which are very much within the frame of our Constitution. These are not, if the Home Minister says I cannot do very much about Kashmir, I might still quarrel with him, but I understand what's happening there. But when it happens in Telangana, so don't think I'm blaming you people. I'm blaming this entire context. And I think that this is what is wrong with the political establishment of this country. If you ask me for one example of what is wrong with this country, the games political parties have played on Telangana issue is one of the most criminal games played by political establishment. This is what. Someone could be anti-Telangana, that's alright, they are entitled to be anti-Telangana also. But can't we find some way of talking about it and resolving it? So, the games political parties have played, and it's not just Congress is the worst culprit of it, but other parties have also played very, very various and bad games on this question for the last 10 years. And we should have the courage to name all of them one day and say the games. On Ambedkar, I don't know if, because you must have been busy in these struggles here, we decided to launch our party on 26 November. And we decided because 26 November is the day Indian Constitution was initiated, was adopted. And before doing so, Arvind Kejriwal, I and some of us went to Rajghat, to Gandhiji's memorial. And then we went to Dr. Ambedkar's memorial in Delhi. We signed, Arvind Bhai wrote something about the political system and what we want to do. So it began very much with Gandhi and Ambedkar. Now I do understand that for a large number of people in this country, for a large number of ideologically inclined people, this is a very unusual combination. But like there has been a lot of politics of Telangana, I think there has been a lot of politics to keep Gandhi and Ambedkar separate. There is a lot of vested interest between us. We want to break that vested interest also. We want to learn from both of them. On how democratic the movement would be, I can only recite the constitution right now. We will have to make it democratic. No constitution makes a party democratic. Constitution only makes it possible for you to make it democratic. Finally, you have to make it democratic. And that is the big challenge for all of us. Saying that we want a democratic party is easy. Making a democratic party is very, very tough. We have to struggle. There was a third question which I did not understand. Did you understand that clearly? You heard that third question there from your friend. The audio was not clear and I couldn't get the question. If you could just repeat that in one sentence.
Rural issues. So he was asking, apart from the conceptual framework, what exactly are the programmatic things that are being offered to the people, especially the rural people? He said that ultimately that is what people will be able to relate.
Absolutely. That's the party is known not by its ideology or document. A party is known by what it does on the ground. People had all kinds of notions about us, but the day we talked about Robert Vadra, people had different notions. The day we talked about Gadkari, they had still different notions. And the day